Hello, analogers. If this camera looks familiar, it's because we've tested it before. The Ricoh KR-5 is a fully mechanical 35mm SLR known for its simple, robust design and its smooth, reliable shutter mechanism. If you haven't watched my previous video on this camera, click the card above to check it out. Today, we're loading it with Agfa APX 100, a film we've also reviewed in a previous video. If you want to see how it performed in a different setup, click the card above to compare. But this time, we're developing it in Adonal 1+25, which should bring out even more contrast and detail. Let's see how it turned out. Agfa APX 100 is a classic black and white film with exceptional tonal range and fine grain. When developed in Adonal at 1+25, it produces sharp details, high contrast, and a slightly more pronounced grain structure, giving images a distinctive and textured look. From the first shots, I noticed how well Adonal brings out the deep blacks and bright highlights without sacrificing shadow detail. The midtones are rich and smooth, creating an incredibly well-balanced grayscale spectrum. This is particularly noticeable in portraits, where skin tones maintain natural texture and subtle transitions between light and shadow. One of the standout aspects of this combo is the sharpness. The Ricoh KR-5, paired with a sharp lens, makes every detail pop, from the fine textures of fabric to the rough surfaces of old buildings. The increased acutance from Adonal enhances these details further, making the images look crisp yet organic. In well-lit conditions, the contrast is bold yet controlled, delivering rich blacks and punchy whites without overblown highlights. But what really impressed me was the way this film renders depth. Even simple compositions gain a sense of three-dimensionality. Shadows have a smooth fall-off, and bright areas remain detailed rather than harsh. When shooting in low light, the grain becomes more noticeable, but rather than distracting, it adds a beautiful texture that enhances the vintage character of the film. I also found that edge detail remains intact, even in darker scenes, making this an excellent choice for street photography and high-contrast compositions. Overall, Agfa APX 100 in Adonal 1+25 gives a bold, classic black and white look, perfect for those who love to find grain, crisp contrast, and rich tonality. This is definitely a film I'd shoot again, especially when I want that timeless documentary-style aesthetic. What do you think of these results? Let me know in the comments, and as always, follow me for more.